Hello viewers, my name is Umesh Verma. Once again I am here with the third part of transformation that is based on active and passive voice on your demand children. Okay, so today I am here with you with active and passive voice. How can we transform the sentence from active to passive voice and from passive to active voice? So for this we have to go according to given tense. Okay, because as you know that 8 tenses are used. 8 tenses are used in active and passive voice. So we start with simple present tense. Simple present tense, or we can say present indefinite tense. Okay. So now you see, look at the board. We start with simple present tense. This is an example of active voice. I take one example. Like he writes a letter to his father. He writes a letter. By seeing the example, you have to identify first of all in which tense your sentence is given. So subject plus first form along with s or es, it indicates that it is simple present tense, and we have to convert into passive voice. Then subject to object, object to subject. जैसे subject इसका है he, object क्या है? A letter to his father, a letter. So we can start with a letter. A letter is written by him to his father. Got it? You see, whenever the first form is given, तो simple present tense के passive voice में आपको लगाना है is am plus third form the verb. Which verb? Is am plus third form the verb. These are the main changes actually. Okay, because subject to object, object to subject will be the same in all the tenses, in all the sentences. Okay, but the main thing, uncommon part is that the main part is that in the mid part. In mid part you have to see what are the changes. जैसे यहाँ पे फर्स्ट फॉर्म को बदला गया है is am plus थर्ड फॉर्म में. This is simple present tense. Now we talk about negative sentence. You see, he does not write a letter. He does not write a letter. You already know that do and does, do not and does not used in simple present tense in negative sentence. So do and does change into is am in passive voice. So question is, he does not write a letter. Your passive voice is a letter is not written by him. Now next, we talk about interrogative sentence like does he not write a letter? So your passive voice is a letter not written by him? Is a letter not written by him? Got it? Again, जैसे इंट्रोगेटिव में एक्टिव वॉइस में डू एंड डज बिगिनिंग में आएगा, वैसे पैसिव में आप इज एम आर पहले लगा देंगे. ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द सेंटेंस यू हैव टू चेंज. इफ योर सेंटेंस इज पॉजिटिव देन योर पैसिव वॉइस इज पॉजिटिव. when your active voice sentence is negative, then your passive voice is negative. When your active voice is interrogative, then your passive voice also interrogative. Got it? Okay, and at the end question mark. Do not forget to apply question mark, full stop, because it completes your sentence, and without this your 1 marks will be deducted. Okay, you cannot get full marks, you cannot get any marks actually, because in language if you have one mistake then you will either get full marks or you will get nothing. तो एक मिस्टेक भी, एक फुल स्टॉप क्वेश्चन मार्क की मिस्टेक से भी आपका फुल मार्क्स कट जाएगा. ओके, सो दैट इज व्हाई व्हाट यू कैन डू, always remember, always apply question mark, full stop, exclamation mark, whatever your sentence is demanded. Now next we talk about with question word. अगर question word आ जाए simple present tense में, जैसे why does he not write a letter, then your passive voice is why is a letter not written by him. There is no effect of the question word like why, तो why कर दीजिए. Actually we have to follow as it is. Why, when, how. Okay, many question words are there, but in case of what and who we do not have to do this. अगर सेंटेंस आपका what से स्टार्ट है तो आपको थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. what is written, जैसे लिखा है what does he write. What does he write means actually what always replaces, what always removes the main object in the sentence. जिसमें what लगा हुआ है उसमें object नहीं दिया होगा, इसमें लिखा है what does he write. Okay, so a letter is removed. यहाँ पे a letter गायब है. Because why? Because we are questioning now what does he write. वो क्या लिखता है? तो what does he write? If this sentence you have to change into passive voice, then what you have to do? What is written by him? as a positive sentence. What is your subject? Is helping verb. Written is a third form, then by, then object. Okay, subject को object बना लीजिए, तो क्या बनेगा? What is written by him. Now next, if we start with who writes a letter? तो who always removes your subject in the sentence. जिसमें who दिया है उसमें main subject इसका मतलब नहीं दिया है, लिखा है who writes a letter, मतलब letter कौन लिखता है. That means by whom. Who change into by whom into passive voice. By whom is a letter written, and then question mark. Thus your simple present tense completed in from active to passive and passive to active. Now we talk about tense, simple past tense. In simple past tense, in the place of first form we need to use second form. जैसे इसमें लिखा है he writes a letter, ये simple present tense है. अभी मैं बोलूं he wrote a letter, second form, that it is simple past. Okay, when I sing a song, this is simple present tense. If I say I sang a song, second form, that means simple past. If I say I go there, simple present. I went there, this is simple past. Okay, so now next you see, in simple past tense, same example, same sentence I am using here. He wrote a letter. Then your passive voice is a letter was written by him. Actually, I will show you my screen closely. Now you see, look at the board. लिखा है he wrote a letter. Then passive voice, a letter was written by him. Okay, a letter was written by him. You have to focus on this part. Like second form is there, then we have to use in passive voice was verb plus third form. In simple past, in passive voice, you have to use was verb plus third form. Now in negative, he did not write a letter. He did not write a letter. Then did again change into was verb into passive voice. So a letter was not written by him. Okay, in this way. So now you see this side. Yes. So now you see. So in this way, simple past positive sentence active voice. Once again I should repeat. जैसे लिखा है he wrote a letter. So the passive voice is a letter was written by him. In negative sentence, same sentence we can use like he did not write a letter, because did always followed by first form of the verb. So he did not write a letter. Passive voice क्या होगा? A letter was not written by him. Interrogative. Did he not write a letter? Did he not write a letter? Question mark. We have to change into passive voice. Then was a letter not written by him? Was a letter not written by him? Question mark. So in this way, simple past tense completed. Okay, positive, negative, and interrogative. Now you look at here. Simple future. In simple future tense, simple future means what? Whenever you talk about simple future, जैसी tense का नाम सामने हो, आपको माइंड में helping verbs की और main verb आपको ध्यान आ जानी चाहिए. Okay, then you can only identify your tense, and according to given tense, then you can follow the correct rules of passive voice. तो यहाँ लिखा है simple future में क्या आता है? Will or shall plus first form of the verb. It indicates. So now question. Actually your sentence will be the same. अब उसी sentence को convert कर देते हैं simple future में. Like he will write a letter. He will write a letter. Then your passive voice is a letter will be written by him. Actually in simple future tense, into passive voice, what we have to do? Will be, shall be plus third form. जो will और shall first form आता है active voice में, that things you have to change into will be, shall be plus third form in passive voice. तो लिखा है a letter will be written by him. Now once again I would like to tell you one important thing. Shall is used in case of I and we, and will is used for rest of all the subjects. Okay, but in the case of determination, in the case of certainty, we can use will in the place of shall also. Okay, in case of determination, this kind of things. Otherwise, shall is used in case of I and we, but will is used for rest of all the subjects. So now negative sentence. He will not write a letter. He will not write a letter. A letter will not be. A letter will not be written by him. Now in interrogative we say, will he write a letter? Will he write a letter? Then will a letter be written? अगर negative है तो क्या होगा? Not be written. Will a letter not be written by him? Question mark. So in this way, your simple future completed. Okay. Now we talk about present continuous and past continuous. In the combination, we are taking two tense together. Present continuous means is, am, are plus ing form, and past continuous means was, were plus ing form. Actually, continuous means we have to use ing form. Okay. Participle form भी कह सकते हैं इसको, but ing form is suitable. It is called present participle also. Okay. So ing form is common in both the tenses, present continuous and past continuous, but present continuous need is, am, are as helping verb, but past continuous need was, were as helping verb. Example, like he is writing a letter. Now you see, it's a game. We can change one sentence from in all the tenses easily. In this way we can find that how we are going to change one sentence in other tense, and then in other tense, then in next tense. Okay, so we can easily find that what are the main changes. What are the main changes when we interchange from tense to another tense, or from active to passive? Both the thing we have to study here. So now you see, present continuous, he is writing a letter. In passive voice, a letter come in the beginning. A letter is singular, so letter is. ing change into being, being, being. A letter is being written by him. Okay. Now in negative sentence, he is not writing a letter. Then a letter is not being written by him. Now in interrogative, if I say, is he not writing a letter? Is am I in the beginning as a helping verb? Is he not writing a letter? Then in passive voice, is a letter not being written by him? Question mark. Okay. So in this way, present continuous completed. And in the same tense here, in all the sentences, what you are looking at the board, okay, जो आपको दिख रहा है, इसी में क्या करना है? In the place of is, am, are, only you put was and were. Only you can use was and were. It becomes past continuous. अगर इसी को हम बोले, a letter was, sorry, he was writing a letter. He was writing a letter, past continuous हो गया. Passive voice क्या होगा? A letter was being written by him. Past continuous negative. He was not writing a letter. Passive voice, a letter was not being written by him. In interrogative sentence, what we can do? Was he writing a letter? Then was a letter not being written by him? Question mark. So in this way you can find, it's a game of tenses. It's a game, children. Okay. So just enjoy this game of language. You see, only we are changing from is, am, are to was, were, and we are converting all the sentences into past continuous. Now we talk about three tenses we are taking together: present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. Present perfect means has, have plus third form. Has or have as a helping verb plus third form of the verb. Past perfect means had as a helping verb, had plus third form of the verb. In future perfect, will have or shall have as helping verb plus third form of the verb. Now you will see, first of all, this thing you have to understand. In present perfect, in past perfect, and in future perfect, third form of the verbs are used. Third form of the verb is common in all the perfect tenses, okay? But only the difference is that according to helping verb, like in present, has, have, in past, had, in future, will have or shall have. Third form तीनों में आएगी, okay? So now you see, look at the example. For present tense, active voice. He has written a letter. He has written a letter. Now you see, same tense, same sentence I am using. I am converting in all the tenses for you. It will make your active and passive, it will make your changes of the tenses very clearly, very easy for you, okay? That is why I am using only single sentence, okay, is used by me in all the sentences and all the tenses, so that you can easily understand this. तो क्या लिखा है प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में? He has written a letter. पैसिव वॉइस क्या होगा? A letter has been written by him. जब भी हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट किसी भी परफेक्ट टेंस का पैसिव वॉइस बनाते हैं तो हेल्पिंग वर्ब में हम बीन जोड़ देते हैं. बीन, BEEN, बीन. जैसे लिखा है he has written a letter, तो पैसिव क्या होगा? A letter has been written by him. नेगेटिव क्या होगा? He has not written a letter. Then a letter has not been written by him. इंट्रोगेटिव में हेल्पिंग वर्ब you can use in the beginning. जैसे has he written a letter? Then has a letter been written by him? Question mark. Got it? So now next, and has have दो चीजें हैं तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि have is used for subjects I, we, you, they and the other third person and plural number subject. But has is for singular. He, she, it, name and singular subject में हमें has लगाना है and I, we, you, they and plural में हमें have लगाना है. Okay? So sentence क्या था? He has written a letter. Passive voice. A letter has been written by him. Now in past perfect. Past perfect में क्या होगा? In the place of has have, you can use had. He had written a letter. Then a letter had been written by him. Again had been. Has have say has have been. Had say had been. Will have shall have say will have been shall have been. जितने भी परफेक्ट टेंस हैं, चाहे वो प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट हो, पास्ट परफेक्ट हो या फ्यूचर परफेक्ट हो, हमें सब में पैसिव वॉइस में क्या लगा देना है? में बीन, BEEN. Okay, so in past perfect example, active voice, he had written a letter. In passive voice, a letter had been written by him. Now next, future perfect, he will have written a letter. Then in passive voice, a letter will have been written by him. Written by him. Okay, so in this way, so will have and shall have, again in future tense two things are there. So shall have is used for I and we only, but will have is used for rest of all the subjects. Okay, in this way we can find these all three tenses: present perfect, past perfect and future perfect. In positive, negative, interrogative, in all the tenses you can find the same sentences. Okay, so once again at last I would like to remind you that whenever your active voice sentence is in positive, then your passive voice should be in positive. If your sentence is in interrogative, then your passive voice is also should be in interrogative. Got it? And in this way you can also play a game of language. For like this, you can also take one example starting with simple present tense. जैसे मैंने एग्जाम्पल अपना लिया था, he writes a letter, और मैंने सारे टेंस इसी में कन्वर्ट करके आपको दिखा दिए साइड के पैसिव वॉइस कि इसी एक सेंटेंस को आप चेंज करते चले जाइए. जिससे क्या होगा? यू विल बी परफेक्ट इन इंटरचेंज फ्रॉम वन टेंस टू अनदर एंड फ्रॉम एक्टिव टू पैसिव एंड पैसिव टू एक्टिव ऑल्सो. आप दोनों चीजें सीखेंगे, टेंस भी और प्लस एक्टिव एंड पैसिव वॉइस भी. जैसे मैंने लिया है ही राइट्स अ लेटर, आप ले सकते हैं शी सिंग्स अ सॉन्ग. ओके, पास्ट में शी sang a song. In future में she will sing a song. Okay, in future, in present continuous, she is singing a song. In past continuous, she was singing a song. In future continuous, she will be singing a song. In present perfect, she has sung a song. In past perfect, she had sung a song. In future perfect, she will have sung a song. So only one sentence is enough, okay, to interchange, to change in all the tenses. and you can learn with the help of one single example, single sentence, starting with simple present tense. आप सारे tense की help में ऐसे याद कर सकते हैं. So always take one example, one sentence only, and play this game of language. Okay, this is very interesting, children. And by using example, you can easily learn all the helping verbs and main verb. कभी कभी ये होता है कि हमने structure बना लिया, subject plus first form of the verb plus s or es plus this and that, but again and again, okay, after passing time you forget oftenly. So you do not forget it. That is why I suggest you take one example beginning with simple present tense and play this game of language. In this way you can make your own sentences and you can build up your knowledge of tense, and plus you can build up your language, knowledge of language. Okay, as I told you that language is very good thing. We have to understand, we have to learn the rules, but one thing is that basically we have to understand each and every sentence, all the points. Okay, then you can come to know to the definite point, to the exact knowledge, to the exact point of the given sentence. Okay, children, so today I taught you active and passive voice in 8 tenses. In my next video I will teach you active and passive voice in modals, plus active and passive in imperative sentence, plus I will teach you in my next video active and passive by using different kind of prepositions. That always we say na, that he is taught by me, by plus object. हमेशा by नहीं आता है. In the place of by we can use in also, you can use it, you can use at also, you can use with also, you can use to also. Okay, so we'll take up the meaning, then we can use different kind of preposition. That thing I will teach you in my next video. Okay, so your active and passive voice will continue next time also. Till then you can take advantage of my video. If you have any suggestion, if you have any question, then you can write in the comment box. Okay, till then have a good time. Okay, subscribe my channel. That is not my channel, that is your channel only. Okay, children. Okay, so take care, have a good time. Bye.